This week, Someone to Know shows her passion for helping children by sewing together stuffed animals.
Leota Gaines has donated her handcrafted toys to nonprofits across the coastal bend. And now one organization is showing their appreciation for her. Our Marissa Cummings has the story.
The Children's Advocacy Center for the Coastal Bend caters to kids who are victims of abuse. To take one less stress off of them, the center has a space called the Rainbow Room, filled with essential items children can have for free.
Such as new clothing, new undergarments. We also provide stuffed animals. If a child is welcome to take a stuffed animal.
And a portion of those stuffed animals are custom made and provided by Leota Gaines. Gaines was a foster parent for many years, and when she could no longer do that, she says the next best thing was to give stuffed animals to children in need.
Well, they can tell the teddy bear their trouble. They're stuffed animals. They can tell, I mean, if they have no one else, they could at least talk to the animal.
Gaines has donated hundreds of stuffed animals to the center. So to show their gratitude, they dedicated the Rainbow Room in her name.
I wanted to let you know that this room has been dedicated in your honor.
Gaines says she was completely taken off guard.
Not something I would have expected or asked for or anything like that. It's just, I'm just doing it because I love kids.
And her love is shown all across the coastal bend by donating stuffed animals to many organizations.
Driscoll Children's Hospital, Ronald McDonald House, Women's Shelter, the police department, you name it, anybody that needs some stuffed animals.
And that's why Leota Gaines is someone to know. Marissa Cummings, 3 News.
Indeed. What
And
an
they're
amazing
such
lady.
cute stuffed animals
Yes, they
too.
are.
I love them.
An amazing lady. Thank you for doing what you do.